my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. So Melanie is back with me today. Again, we're seeing a lot of her face lately, and I'm kind of loving it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it like that.
For those of you who are new, I am her older sister, and what are we doing today?
Today we are going to do Q&A about all of the different topics.
Yeah. Have we done a Q&A together?
No, I don't think so.
Are you joking?
These
Q&As do the best on my channel.
I actually don't think we've done a Q&A together.
Holy
There's
moly.
a first for everything.
There is.
So there's literally questions on Twitter, Snapchat and Instagram. So we're just going to kind of like take a few, like...
They better be juicy.
Yeah, so I told you to make them juicy. Juicy. So let's just jump right in, shall we?
I saw your reflection. As she was saying that, I saw her potato reflection.
The front face, camera face. Please also ignore my huge monstrosity of a bun.
No, don't ignore. Point out in the comments.
It's a bit crazy, but... You know,
I'm sitting up on my hunkers as well, lads, just because
my bun's huge.
Her bun takes up so much room that if I sit where I'm meant to, I'm down here. Take a pic there.
Oh, cute, safe.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, I like that. I
forgot you're filming. So we're taking your Snapchat questions first.
Yeah, so we're going to open them. Oh, this is a very good question.
It is. Go.
I love it, right. Are you ever worried about the fact that if you ever want to get a normal job, your employer can see all the content on your YouTube? Love ye. Oh. Well, this is very interesting.
Actually, I want to know what your answer is first.
To be honest, like, I haven't really ever thought about it that much.
No.
Have you?
Yeah, a lot. Because I got a degree in teaching and I kind of still want to go into doing lecturing and stuff like that. But imagine if they saw half the stuff I talk about on YouTube. Like, I've talked about so much, like, popular. I've talked about sex. I've talked about, like, really deep, intimate things.
Yeah.
I swear a lot and stuff. However, I get employed by a lot of companies and like brands and stuff to do different work all the time.
And they see all your content.
And they see all my stuff. Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't want to work for someone who
would judge you on
making little videos that are just for a bit of fun on YouTube.
And that are helping people in the long grand scheme of things. Like, so honestly, like, I wouldn't actually be worried, would you?
I don't think about it. I don't think it's going to affect me getting future work. Cause, like,
or me.
No, because your CV does be so full. Like, a lot of you guys don't see a lot of the other stuff that we do on the side when you're doing YouTube. You do a lot, like, media work and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
I do. Yeah.
But imagine we actually didn't get a job because we'd said, like, cunt on camera.
Hey girls, I love both your channels and I'm from Ireland and the way you go on is hilarious. LOL. My question is, what is your future goals and will you keep doing YouTube? Keep YouTube going.
Future goals. Oh my god. Like, I don't know. In career wise, right? I have a lot of goals in terms of like writing, filmmaking, stuff like that, and like setting up companies that are like social enterprises and things like that. A lot of them are outside of YouTube. But I don't think of YouTube as like a career. I think of it as just like a part of a wider web of stuff. Yeah. But my goals aren't to do with work. Like, mine would be like travel and family and
same, yeah,
being happy.
And then but with like work goals, I do want to become a beautician, but yeah, like most of my goals have nothing to do with work, you know what I mean.
Would you like to like own your own salon?
That is my dream. Like, I would love to own my own salon. Like, I will own my own salon one day. I'm certain of that.
Is that because you like making people feel better and stuff like that? That's what a lot of beauticians say they get into it for, is because like you have such a nice, you make someone feel really nice leaving.
Yeah, I feel like as well, like, that it'd just be so nice that you can just be able to, like, while you're like working and stuff, and like just be able to like having the chat, like, and you know, I feel like it's nice and chill. And like, I would also then, like, I'd love to own my own business. I'd love to always be self-employed if that was possible.
Yeah. Oh, once you've been self-employed,
there's no going back. Like, I have a part-time job, and then obviously like
you're becoming self-employed.
Yes, I am half self-employed, like, but like, I just want to leave and I just want to be completely... This is more like of somebody asking for kind of advice
on a situation.
So my question is, I've been married for a year and he makes me happy, honestly, but he does do some things that would turn me off, and he's not as honest with me like he was at the start of our relationship. We used to have an honest relationship, done everything together. We'd go for a drive every night and talk about our day, our struggle and our future plans, but we've stopped doing that. He's very secretive now and likes to hide things from me. When I try to ask him, he'd fight me and blame me. My friends tell me enough is enough, leave and go on a break and see if he changes, but I think that would destroy us. So what should I do?
Ooh. Okay. Trust is like key in any relationship. Trust and respect are like 2 pillars you have to build any relationship on.
If you don't have trust, you have nothing.
Yeah.
You really don't. It's going nowhere. If there is no trust, it's going nowhere. And we can both talk from experience about that.
Oh God,
as well.
yeah. Like, and also going on breaks. Like, I think when you say like you think it would destroy us and stuff like that, going on a break, it probably would. I feel like if a couple has to say they're going on a break, like there's no reason to say that you're going on a break other than to be unexclusive with each other anymore, because otherwise if it's within the relationship and you just want time apart, you can say that, like, let's just have a bit of time apart but we're still together. Going on a break, to me, it just implies
you're just prolonging the pain, really. I think you're just prolonging the pain. Like, if
it doesn't sound fun, it doesn't sound like you're happy, it sounds like you're having a lot of
stress
questions and stress
it as well. Like,
a relationship should be very easy.
It should be bringing you more happiness than like stress. And it obviously isn't at the moment, which is very sad.
I hate saying that, though. Isn't it horrible when anyone gives you advice? Like, remember, you've been in situations before and I've been like...
But you need to hear it sometimes.
You do,
like, because otherwise you're just going to keep, like, denying it yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, making excuses for the other person and all that, so...
But also, like, nothing us or anyone else will say will make you do anything. Like, you'll only do it when, like, you'll know by your gut. Go by your gut instinct. We need to listen to our intuition as people.
Your gut, like, it tells you everything you need to know. Seriously, like,
we need to do a whole video about that, because like
the gut. How do you live in the present rather than always thinking forward to possible bad situations or to bad moments in the past? I know it's good to think forward and visualize good things, but 80% of those things are negative mostly. Can I answer this first?
Of course.
So, well, I would say, because, like, I was literally you, like, maybe even a year ago.
Yeah.
Like, I was literally you, and I was so bad, and I tried so hard to get myself, like, in a different mindset, but it is so hard to do. Like, I found it, I really struggled.
Remember, I was trying to help you and giving you little books to read now.
But one thing I will say that helped me so much, and it's actually, like, changed my life, is The Secret.
Did
like,
it?
Yeah! Man, I've read it, like, 3 times in, like, a few months.
Oh... I didn't know it helped you as well.
I posted it everywhere.
I know you post like quotes from it sometimes, but I didn't know that was like that was the reason.
I love it.
Because that was what like helped me so much.
And
it's so cheesy, but it's amazing.
It's not cheesy. It's actually not, though. I don't think it is.
No, what it teaches, though, is just a very basic shift in mindset.
And another thing that I've actually started doing lately, that has really helped me, is literally, like, all throughout the day, I will just, like, keep saying thank you, like, in my head, or like whatever, like, gratitude is like the most important thing, like, over anything. Like, it's gratitude. Like, I literally will say thank you like 100 times a day, like, you know what I mean, like, just like
for every little thing. Like, I lie in bed at night and I do, like, I run over, like, sometimes, like, I actually get like overwhelmed and worked up, like, and I cry about it. I know it sounds so stupid, but like, because I'm not praying, like, I'm not like religious or anything like that, but I am basically doing the same thing where I think about it in a different way, but I'm like thanking for like the roof over my head, my family's health, my relationship,
everything,
my friends, my
life,
job,
like, you know,
everything.
You overlook, like, when you actually sit down and think about it,
all
there's
the good
so
things.
many things that you just overlook and you just completely don't even think about a lot of the time. So yeah, so do read The Secret, because like that is what changed like both of our mindsets about that, because I used to be really negative as well, and everyone does think about the past and the future. You're always going to do that. One thing I will say about The Secret, though, is I would recommend like reading it a couple of times, because like the first time I read it, like, you read it once and you don't really, like, you know what I mean, I feel like the first time you do it, like, it takes a couple of times for everyone to soak in and like really kind of understand, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, did you ever match with any of your friends on Tinder, and if so, did that happen? Can I say something? Remember I matched with my ex-boyfriend.
Oh yeah. Oh, cringe.
I literally just swiped to see if he had swiped me, and he had, and he was like, it's a match. I was like, no, it's not. Computer says no.
The only friend I
have
matched with on Tinder is my current boyfriend, but it was ages before we hooked up. So like I used to just go on and off Tinder. I would just like use it as like a game when I was on the toilet, just to pass time. Like, I never met up with people off Tinder, but I remember seeing him. I saw him and I was just like, oh, I wonder if he swiped on me. But I think he told me as well. Like, I remember he screenshotted my profile, because I'd written in it, I don't really use this anymore. And he just Facebooked me and he was like, delete it then.
Have you ever been with any other YouTubers? I haven't.
No.
No.
No, you've been not in the community as long.
Yeah, I'm pretty new still. Like, I've only been, like, to, like, 2 events or something still. Like, plenty of time.
Yeah, I've had my dalliance.
She's had her out.
I'm not giving initials. Jeez.
Yeah,
like, no one knows about, like, most of these situations. Most of them. There's been, like, a few, but, like, yeah. There are a lot of friends. It's just within the community. Like, when everyone's just lonely and works at home, and then you go to events and everyone's like, hey,
how you doing?
Yeah, so a few, and we're just mates now.
You guys have roughly the same age gap as I do with my sister, 9 years. I've never felt close to her. Any tips for bonding? I'm 23 and she's 31. Love you too.
Oh,
that's a good one, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Let me think about this. I started being friends with you when you were like.
We
older.
didn't used to get on. We did always get on, but we never used to be close. We've only become close in like the last 2 years?
2 years, yeah. It was like a year before you started your channel.
Yeah.
And I think a big part of you starting your channel as well was like us hanging out a lot, and like we were doing videos on my channel.
Yeah.
We were like collabing and she was like really good at it, and I was just like, oh, and my viewers kept saying like, oh, start your own channel and all. And I kind of saw it as an opportunity for us to spend more time together.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
But any tips for bonding?
God, like that, like making a point to spend time with each other and do things.
Yeah,
like,
because we never used to.
No.
And that's why we weren't close. Like, we would just go months and months and months without seeing each other, and we wouldn't really make an effort. We wouldn't talk that much.
And then we were just like, oh, will we go out for a drink? Or, oh,
yeah.
we would have like little dates, like little sibling dates.
Do things together, like, and then, yeah, you slowly have to kind of build it, I feel.
It's like with any friendship, like we had to like develop an actual friendship of like talking about the kind of stuff that you talk about with your friends.
Like, treat them like a friend, literally, like,
it's very
hard
yeah,
question, isn't it?
I can't imagine not being close with you
I
too,
know.
because it just kind of happened like...
Yeah, it does, like, it's a process.
You can get there, though, because we definitely weren't there before.
Definitely,
so,
100%. What's the first thing you would do if you woke up and were the opposite sex?
Have a wank.
Do the helicopter.
What's that? You spin me right round, baby, right round.
What is the most embarrassing experience you and Melanie have had together? Together. Right. So, we can't give a lot of background to this story because...
Yeah, we just can't.
But basically, we both fancied the same person, like
at the same time,
and we were both with that said person at the same time. And it was like, and then we'd be alone and be like, but you can't get, no, but you can, and then neither of us ended up going there.
No, we didn't, and now it's like so friend zoned.
Yeah,
it would never happen, because we kind of
had
like
to having little nicks about it as well.
We kind of had to friend zone him.
Sit up, you little granny, will you? Soz. My question for you both is, what is the most challenging part of being a YouTuber and balancing your lives? Well, I don't have any life really at the moment. Like, I am just like...
work a lot. She's like just constantly working and then like doing videos.
Because I have a part-time job, like it's only in a shop. But in the town I live in, like, but then like I'm doing videos as well. And
if you had a life, if you had like a partner or whatever, what would you do to balance the time?
It is like the most challenging thing, I think, is the time, like, you know, like trying to find time for yourself. Like, I was just saying this to Melanie last night, I can't remember the last time like I actually like watched a series or a show, or like I just, because like I'd be so tired then at night. I'm just like, oh, just like,
I think she needs to go easier on uploads. I think you put yourself under too much pressure to stick to a schedule and
I
stuff.
do, and I get really bogged down then if I don't, like, and I know you guys don't mind, but I'm just such a perfectionist, like the way I am. I I don't know. What do you think is the most challenging thing?
For me, it would be knowing what to share and what not to share. Like, when it comes to balancing like my life and my internet stuff. I don't know where the line is, and I've discussed this in videos. It's very hard to know where the line is.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
What to share and what not to share. But like, I've kind of learned from past mistakes as well. But at the same time, like, I never really, really regret like talking about stuff, because like, anything I do share,
Yeah.
I feel like it's like getting a weight off my shoulders, and I'm always
Definitely,
happier.
like, yeah.
The more you say it, it's
And, like,
weird. It's like
They're
therapy.
all so lovely, like,
I
you know?
know.
So, like, no matter what you shared, they're just like, we love you, like,
Right.
you're great. And it's like,
Yeah, and you don't even have to be nice to us because you're anonymous. So,
Yeah.
like, it gives you a lot of confidence in just sharing whatever.
it's
But
amazing.
when it comes to, like, my personal life, there's so much stuff that I don't want to talk about or don't want to share and show.
Because it's just personal like this. Yeah.
You have to keep stuff for yourself.
You do. What is the trickiest thing you've come across while being sexually active and bisexual?
Contraception, like, it's a tricky one, like, because it can go wrong in so many ways, and you do have to protect yourself with women as well. Which
Yeah.
I
A
didn't
lot of people
know
didn't know.
until last year.
Same.
Unfortunately.
How to get out of a threesome?
I know who asked this question.
I know who asked this question. For the stars.
Hi, Eamon.
How you doing? I keep in.
Consent. Just say no.
Never do anything you don't want to
wanna
do. Don't be silly. Wrap
your
your
willy.
willy. Oh, he said asking for a friend.
Yeah, sure you are.
Yeah. That's what they all say. How do you pick up on flirting signs? I'm oblivious. Well, you know what, mate? I'm pretty feckin' oblivious as well. I haven't a notion.
You are oblivious.
I can't tell when someone's flirting with me.
You're
I'm like, they're just being nice. You know, and then it's like, no, like, yous were flirting with each other. I'm like, no, like, they were just being nice. Like, they weren't flirting with me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I can always tell, but I hate it when someone's flirting with you, you're so not interested in.
Oh, yeah,
Like, when you're not, you know, when someone is trying to flirt with you and you're not giving them any sort of like,
And they just keep going.
yeah, you're not reciprocating, you're not showing any interest, you're pulling away, you're not making eye contact, you're facing away from them, you're like avoiding them in the room, and they keep at it. So like picking up on flirting signs, like if someone is hovering, I always come back to like my current boyfriend, because he would always flirt with me like way before we were going out, and I always like flirt, we were always like that at parties or nights out and stuff. He'd always clock me, and he'd somehow manage to like go from over there to like right beside me like really
That's
quick.
what they actually say. No, I've seen that in videos. They like, people say that a lot, is that like you will like slowly see them start to gravitate towards you as well. Like, if you're in the same room, they'll be over there, and then like,
or they'll keep looking at you.
Yeah,
They might make eye contact. They'll be like
like touching, like,
yeah,
like
subtle
feeling
touches.
a little bit, like, obviously not like, oh,
no groping. And then like, I don't really think of flirting as someone being like using chat up lines or just complimenting you. That's just gross flirting.
I
like,
hate that.
Flirting is just when there's a mutual chemistry and attraction. So
And
like
banter,
like you both enjoy being around each other and you're kind of bouncing off each other.
Yeah, vibing.
There is a difference though between when someone is just being friendly toward you or being flirty with you, and I feel like even the way you can't tell if someone's flirting with you, I can tell if someone's flirting with you.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, same with you though. Like, you, a lot of the time,
you'll
like,
know someone's flirting with
but
me.
you won't. You'll be like, no, they weren't. Yes, they were.
Yeah,
You ever get compared to each other?
not in a negative way.
No.
People say, like last night, our friend Eamon was just like,
so alike.
your genes must be on your mum's side because we look really similar and we've got
We
different
don't.
dads. I don't think we look similar at all.
And
But
neither
like,
does our brother.
our commenters are always saying that we look like twins or sisters. Well, we are sisters, but like they think we're the image of each other, and we are not. Look at us.
Look, we're so different.
Don't look at all alike. But no, compared to each other, not in any other way. Like no one like weighs us up against each
I'd
other.
be like, but Melanie does this, but why don't you do that? Like,
Yeah.
it's not. We've never had that.
No.
Which is good. Like,
Yeah.
Do you and your sister have any rituals when you hang out? Stuff our faces and cry. I literally came over yesterday.
She came over and
after like, I was literally in the door 2 minutes and she was bursting, like, bawling kind of thing. Come here.
She's therapeutic. She gives me nice hugs. No, I was having an awful mare of a day.
Jessica's here, I can cry. And like, most of the time we just see each other like in Dublin. One of us is like tearing.
But we're never crying about anything serious. It's always just a stupid, like, emotional
PMS,
cry.
and then something small happens, like. Is there anything you both totally disagree on and can't compromise? What side of the camera we like to sit on? That's the side that I like, but no,
I like this
Melanie
side.
gets what she wants.
Because look at my hair on this side, it's just not done, whereas this one is all floofy, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and I prefer this side of my face and this one. You have that as well.
Yeah, we both have the pop eye thing.
Yeah.
We both have astigmatism in one of our eyes, so each of us has like a small eye and an open eye. Do you ever like see a picture of us and one of our eyes is closed looking?
People often comment on it, on me anyway. Like, I've had a few comments.
I was really insecure for years about that. Remember I did a video with you when you were really young?
Yeah, I've had people do, and they're like, on my Instagram and stuff, it's like, why is one eye bigger than the other? Like, oh, well,
who cares?
It's not my fault. Like, bro, sit down, son.
Sort your eye out.
Where do you next want to go on holiday together? Spain.
Spain, yes.
I've never been to Spain, and Melanie has made me really want to go. So
I go to Spain a lot.
Going to Spain next. No, not next, but
soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Best tips on how to deal with a difficult breakup if you don't really have anyone to talk to.
Oh.
Breakups are one of the worst things ever. Like,
but especially a bad one. Some breakups are actually grand.
Both of my breakups were bad.
Oh.
Pretty damn bad.
Is that because like one of yous wanted to stay? Or
yeah, maybe. I don't know. It was like a mixture of a lot of things. Like, I don't
just
know.
fighting.
Just
were you
fighting a lot and shit. But like, yeah. So what to do? Oh, it's very hard, right?
Because you didn't talk to me too much during your breakups. Like, did you talk much to mum and dad?
Yeah, I talked a lot to mum.
Did you talk a lot to friends?
I actually I would a little bit, but I never used to consume my time in that. Like, whenever I'd be with friends, I'd want to talk about anything but them.
Yeah.
Because I just then you just bringing things back, and it's why there's only so much talking you can do about something and
would you agree with me that with breakups so much of it is just time?
Oh, time heals everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
no matter how bad it is.
Melanie, what was I like after my first breakup?
Stop, Jessica.
I was literally on death's door. I've never seen anyone that bad after a breakup ever. I was broken. I lost myself. You
two were actually joined at the hip for years.
We were literally,
because they were so young when they started going out as well.
Yeah.
And your whole identity, I feel, was attached to him, which is such a bad thing in a relationship.
It was, because I started going out with him when I was 14, turned just literally a couple of weeks off 15, and then we broke up when I was 17. So they were my core teenage years.
Yeah. And
that's when you kind of learn a lot about yourself. And because I was with him, when it was over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you would have said to me that in a blah blah however long, couple of years, it hasn't even been crazy long, only 2 years or whatever, that I would be here and all, that I would be absolutely fine and way happier and all, I would be fat chance.
Yeah, you didn't believe me. I'd always be telling you how much better it'll be, because I had a horrible breakup as well when I was a teenager.
But time, it's just, I know it's so you're
cliche,
shut up, and it's so annoying to hear when you're going through it. I know it is, but it really is. But they said if they don't really have anyone to talk to, they said,
yeah, but that's the thing though. There's only so much that talking to people will do. It does help, I won't lie, it does help to talk to people, but
I feel to kind of just get it off your chest, but once you do that, I feel I found this, you kind of get annoyed at what people say, because you know already what they're telling you. It gets frustrating then.
Yeah, I think for me, when I was going through it, I used the whole period of going through the breakup as a time for self-growth and self-exploration and self-improvement. Take that time. Forget everyone else. Take that time. It's about you, right? And you getting through this. Look at all the 1,000,001 things in the world that you can do with your time. All the hobbies you can do, all the things you can start doing,
all the people you can meet.
You can I filled my time with binge watching movies and shows and stuff, and listening to a lot of music, going to walks. Then I started going to the gym. I started cooking. I started going out more with my friends and trying to meet new people, and
I was the same,
reading more. There's so much stuff,
whatever you kind of area your interests are in, there's so many things for you to do that you haven't done yet. It's so good to do something that was never associated with them, you know what I mean? A whole new thing, so it's your new thing, and you know what I mean?
You don't need people there to You don't have to. If you have to reach out to someone, there's always helplines you can call.
Yeah.
There's always, you can always see a therapist. You can always go to a school counsellor. You always go to a counsellor in your college or in your job or whatever. Like, there's always someone or an anonymous online forum. Like, or write a comment with an anonymous account under a YouTube video.
Videos.
Like, just to vent it and put it out into the world. Get rid of it. Face what happened. Journal, write everything down. Like, why this went wrong.
Writing is amazing when you write it down. I feel like it's nearly just as good as talking, if not, because like you're getting it out, and like, I don't know, I feel like I done that a lot as well after the breakup and stuff, and I did find that helped me a lot.
Yeah. And also, I know it sounds kind of harsh or whatever, but like, I think cutting them out.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Completely.
Oh,
off
definitely.
Everything. I've been friends years later with them, but like, initially give yourself
as soon as it happened with me, I was like, block everything.
Mute, silence.
I know, like, it might sound horrible, but I swear to God, it is one thing that is going to help you so much. Because I remember with my second breakup, I think I didn't do it for like a few days, and I was just seeing his shit, and like, you don't want that,
and you keep stalking it as well.
You will just keep going on and looking,
and then they get a new girlfriend, then you're like looking all through their stuff, or like whatever it is.
You just need to completely cut it out until you feel like you are in a place where you could like follow them and not be bothered.
Yeah.
So,
and you definitely will get there. Like, there's people go through their parents dying, their kids dying, like so much horrible things can happen to a human being, and they will get through it. Like,
and just think of the amount of people who have gone through a really horrible breakup and have got through it, and we are both examples of that. Like, we were in such low places, and look at us now.
Yeah. So like, you're kind of essentially talking to us right now. Like, and always feel free, if you have a load of stuff to get off your chest, set up an anonymous account online and just spill everything out somewhere where people will reply.
Yeah, people will always reply. Like, I've had people in my comment sections literally like
talking
spill
to
their
each
whole
other,
life story, and like people will come back and then like supporting each other, and it's amazing. Like, we have such lovely like following.
We do.
We really do. Like, I feel so blessed, like, honestly, like, so
#blessed.
Okay, guys, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. We also have a collab up on Melanie's channel, so
we do.
Go and check that out. And yeah,
thumbs up
for watching,
and we'll see you.
bye.